Dear students, today I am going to narrate you a story of Walt. There was a kid named Walt who did not believe in stories about magic and magician. The world was just a mixture of pavements and cement. Everything was black and white with farms and metal and concrete skyscraper. Walt went to school every day automatically. He used to leave his house, cross a zebra crossing when the traffic light was green, walk past a bakery and a fruit shop, turn right, and after 10 steps, turn left. Then walk 20 steps straight ahead before reaching the school door. And he did the same thing day after day, day after day. The way back home was similar, if not even more monotonous. Then he would do his homework with a pencil, rubber, and paper before going to sleep every day, knowing that the next day would be identical to the same before. He asked himself, what if this world was colorful and joyful? He went to sleep without knowing why. Walt had a dream. He had not had a dream for ages, as according to responsible adults, dreams were not at all useful. This was because dreaming is not productive and does not generate money. This is the reason why Walt was used to not dreaming. Well, for that, nevertheless, the night he dreamed and dreamed a strong dream with his eyes tightly closed. A magician appeared in his dream. What a silly thing, a magician! It was clear that magicians did not exist. Magic was an invention made up by people from the past. Now the world was grey and serious. Now the world was a perfect machine that generated identical days. In Walt's dream, the magician had been very clear. Walt, escape from this world of crazy people and come back to the magic of good sense. Colors exist. Reality is not mathematically designed. Many things can happen at the magical way. At that moment, the alarm clock sounded. That day, Walt did not get anything. He turned left when he should have turned right, and he walked 23 steps instead of 20. The result was that he did not arrive at school. He became lost in an uncertain and disoriented world. And he could not stop thinking about the magician. A voice sounded in his head. Improvise, Walt. Improvise? What is that? Improvising is acting when the unexpected or magical happens. After many hours walking around the streets, Walt arrived home where his parents scolded him. That night, he dreamed again. This time, the magician was not on a mountain but said nothing. He just stood there, dressed in a blue tunic on top of the huge mountain. Walt saw lots of color accumulated on the mountain. The green grass at the top was covered with colorful dots. These were flowers. There were trees with brown trunks and golden colored bees, grey roses, blue rivers, and white snow. Walt woke up worried again. Nature was something far away, outside the city. But he had to find that mountain, and so he prepared a rucksack with food and clothes inside and set off on his journey. He had never left the metropolis to reach the wild territories before. It took him a long time and a lot of effort to find a way out. It was dark when he finally arrived to the fields and Walt saw the stars for the first time. He smelled the wet soil and heard the crickets. And now Walt believed in magic for the first time in his life. He spent that night in the open air. He was cold, but he did not care. He screamed out loudly without knowing why. Only knowing that he needed to let out of his own body everything that was grey from the city. The next day, he saw the shape of the mountain against the horizon. He walked without resting, sometimes climbing, creeping, and driving himself along as best he could. It was not easy to reach the top of the mountain, and Walt was disappointed when he realized that nobody was there. He closed his eyes as tears streamed down his cheeks, and at that moment the magician appeared. Walt still had his eyes closed but could see the magician. "Walt, remember, I don't exist, but magical does," said the magician. Walt understood everything immediately. He believed in magic from the moment, and not his days were always different. When he did his homework, it was not monotonous, and he learned to be happier and to live every instant full of hope. So, dear children, do you understand? If you have faith, you can be anything. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.